Okay, now we're going to look at who to assign and how to assign. For example, if I set up this assignment and I did it just for this class, I can click on it and of course go to edit the assignment, and notice it does not allow me, right here it says assign to, it does not allow me to assign it to anybody else. Once it's been assigned, you'll want to create a new assignment in order to send it to different people. If you have new people or new students to a class, you can always edit here, and what it will do is you can decide whether if somebody came in late, do they get this assignment, or only assign this to students that have been added to the class since that date. For example, you might have someone who comes into the class, towards the end of a quarter or something like that, or they change classes, and you don't want them to show all this unfinished work. So maybe you have anybody who's added after that date gets the assignment, but otherwise it won't force all those assignments on that person. I'm going to hit cancel here and go back, and we're going to go back to create. And actually I can just go to one of my drafts and I'll just go back to our untitled assignment. And so the same section where I skipped down where I went to due date, just above it, it has assign to. And I did this originally, but I just wanted to show you if I did assign it to multiple teams, then it'll show 3 classes. Okay, so it's been assigned to 3 classes. Now if I click on all students, nothing happens. And I'm going to hover over the eye so you can see. In order to assign it just to individual students, even in these classes, you would need to just do one class at a time. So I'm going to go back and change it just to this class team. And now when I get all the students, I can just assign it to a couple. And so now 2 students will get this assignment. It could be a repeat assignment. So it could have been from existing. It could be something brand new. Maybe it's extra work for these students, or maybe it's a different type of assignment that will help them and kind of scaffold the learning. So this is where differentiation comes in immensely using this assignment feature, because you can tailor it just to specific students. They can have their own rubric. They can have their own resources. Maybe somebody needs a word bank and other students don't. You just create separate assignments, and they all appear that they get the same assignment, but one student's resource has a word bank and the other one doesn't. And so that way you're differentiating, but also creating a kind of a equal playing field for them to work on. So that's how this works. And so just make sure if you want to assign to specific students, you just choose one class. If you want to send this to multiple classes because she teaches the same class and you want to have them have the same assignment, you can certainly do that. If you want to post them on different dates, you cannot. It would be better just to assign it and then use from existing if you wanted to use it in a different class. Now, as far as posting assignments, notifications, things like that on here, if I wanted to have not just go to students, but let's say I was going to everybody, I can edit this and choose for it. Let's say it's a science assignment. It will post a notification just like we've seen here. It will post it in the science section. So I'm just going to do just an example here so you can see that. And I'm going to, instead of schedule, I'm not going to schedule it either just because I want to do it right now. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. I'm going to go to edit. There we go, and not schedule it. Click done and assign. And you'll see it show up here as a notification in the science section. See, there we go. And so there's the assignment there. And you do not see it here in general. So you can control where you're sending that information to. So that is looking at multi-class versus students, and also assigning, and looking back at how to differentiate within a classroom.